Hi, my name is Karen Valadares. I'm from Innovate As You Go, and today is WIP Day. So before I start my WIP, I would like to say why I haven't been around for the past 3 weeks. So I got really busy at my full-time job. So by the time I come home, it's already late. I just have time to cook something for dinner, have a shower, and go to bed. So I haven't had a chance to actually spend time with Innovate As You Go. And because I'm pushing myself so hard lately, I start getting sick. So in the past few weekends, I was in bed, I had the flu, it was terrible. So I couldn't really do much at all. And this actually came to me as a challenge that I need to overcome, and also the fact that I need to find balance between Innovate As You Go and my full-time job, because I can't continue working 7 days a week. So I'm gonna try to do the weekly WIP every week, as the name says. But if it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen. I need to take the pressure out of me for a little bit, at least at this time that I'm really busy at my full-time job. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sick again and no WIPs will be recorded. So to avoid that, I'll just take it easy for a little bit longer. But that's it. So let's get things started. Let's leave the excuses apart and let's get started with the WIP for today. So I don't know if you remember, but 3 weeks ago when I did my last WIP number 4, I spoke about naming my business idea. So the goal was to actually find a name for my long-term travel business, and that's what I did. So it was quite interesting because I was in one of my Facebook groups and another girl left a brief, of her own business, and she was going through the same problem of finding names, and then she asked for help. In one of the tips that they shared with her was very helpful for me. It was a podcast with Alexandra Watkins. She's specialized in branding, in finding names for companies. She has a whole business focused just on that. It's pretty cool. And then she talks about tips and how to approach. And one thing that she starts saying is like, don't go to Domain Finder and start searching for names straight away. Like, this should be the last step. And that's exactly what I was doing. So I stopped to look into the domain search, and I started thinking about my business and the personality that I wanted to have, what I want my customers to see and feel. And then I start thinking about names, and I start writing them down in a paper. So that was a good start, without worrying if it's taken or not. Just go ahead, just write it down. And then she gives out a few tips. For example, if you think emotion is associated to your business, type that on a stock image. Search like iStock or Google Images, one of them. And then you see what it comes up. It's pretty interesting, the image can tell you a lot, and they're gonna open your mind for more names. Another trick is to look into the online dictionaries, for example, the thesaurus.com, which has plenty of words, so if you thought like for long-term travel, if I put it there, anything like that, I'll get my paper for you. Look, that's the names that I was working on. But if you go there and you say Carpe Diem or Eureka, like you just write it down without judgment. But change and the movement, it's breaking chains, realizing, like all these words it makes sense to what I think I want to provide to people. And then I start writing everything down, and I was trying to make the name as well something that she called Smile and Scratch. It needs to tick few boxes to be a good name. And from the smile part is your name should bring emotion, it should be positive, it should be meaningful. And the scratch, the names that doesn't work for you, is when it sounds like a typo, it's hard to pronunciate, or it's too similar to a competitor, like to a big competitor, and you shouldn't go for, like, if it's annoying in any way, you shouldn't go for those type of names, which is good. So I cut some out of my of my big list. But that was a good start. And as I start searching and adding more names, and then you can combine names. So then it was time to actually look for the names that I thought was cool and I liked it, to see if it was available. So instead of going to GoDaddy or just a domain search provider, I actually found this website that's pretty cool. It's called Namecheck. I will leave the link on my website, innovateasyougo.com, in a resource page. Everything's going to be there. But this Namecheck website, you can search, you can type the name that you like there, and when you click search, you search if the domain is available, but also if the username is available on social media. So some of the names that I like, they were available on as a domain, like as a .com, but it wasn't available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Pinterest, for example, which are social medias that I want to use. So I didn't like, so that one was a no-no for me. So I scratched that one. Yeah, but it makes your life a lot easier through this Namecheck, because it just cover everything. And then once you find a name that actually is available to the social medias that's relevant to your business, and also you have the domain available, then that's it. That's a good option. And after all this search drums, I actually got 2 really good names for my business, which I have purchased both of them because I like both of them. But I would love to have your help to decide which one I go for, because I can't decide. So what are they? The first one, it's called braveyourjourney.com. So Brave Your Journey is a lot about the emotion that I want people to feel. I want them to embrace their decisions, and I want them to have the courage to actually step up and go for long-term travel and enjoy every moment of it. So it's a really brave your journey, embrace that decision and go for it and make it happen. And the second one is Travel Upstream. So this one I really like as well, because it's still in the same way that you need to go travel. And the word upstream, it means against the flow. So it's doing your own thing, and also embracing that, and don't worry what the society is expecting of you and what other people are doing. You go upstream, you go in the different directions, which it's for me is really related to long-term travel. So I have both names. Please go on Facebook, on Instagram. Please let me know which one do you prefer, because one of them is gonna be the name of my idea. And you're gonna see, that name around quite often, and hopefully that name is gonna become big, huge out there. Everybody's gonna know about it. That's the goal. That's the point. Yeah. So that's it for what I have done in the past few weeks. It was pretty much my main focus. One last thing that I did, I went to the Lean Startup Meetup here in Sydney a week and a bit ago. It was awesome. It was a lot eye-opener. I actually thought that maybe I need to go back and do a little bit more research in some points of my idea. And it was great to be there, listen to other entrepreneurs, other people that went through the same process. They spoke a lot about design thinking, which is probably what I'm gonna focus on next week or so. I wanna show you what the design thinking methodology is, and I'm already using that methodology for my own business, but I still can improve that, and I wanna share with you, because then you can use on your own idea, and yeah, that's it, and we go from there. So that's exciting times. I really hope to hear from you on Facebook, on Instagram, with which way to go with my business name. And thank you very much for watching, for supporting, and that's it. So talk to you next week. See ya, bye.